Singer-songwriter Miranda Lambert has always looked amazing, with her country girl good looks, which makes us wonder what it is about her diet that keeps her so fit and strong. This is what Miranda Lambert typically eats in a day, and some of it may surprise you. Miranda Lambert may be a country music icon with tons of awards, but that doesn't mean she's always had a fat bank account. And while things started out fairly well for Lambert, a recession when she was just 6 years old rendered the Lambert family temporarily homeless. She recalled in an interview with Good Housekeeping, "Our whole world turned upside down." Fortunately, the Lamberts were able to turn it all around 4 years later when they settled in a rented house and started a subsistence farm that nourished them. She continued, "We didn't go to the store for anything but milk. My mom made bread and canned everything from the garden. We had chickens, pigs, and rabbits. My dad hunted. We literally lived off the land." The lessons that Lambert learned from those times in her life have stuck with her, as she's still pretty good at making things from scratch. While some people swear by having a rigid diet and exercise regimen, that sort of life isn't for Miranda Lambert. Instead, she prefers to rely more on her instinct than a strict set of rules. And we're totally here for that approach. She explained in an interview with Health, "I don't have any rhyme or reason to my fitness routine or dieting. I've been on every diet. One of those many diets includes the keto diet, which did work for Lambert." She said, "Every time I did low carb, I would gain the weight back so quickly. Sometimes I have a couple weeks where I just drink beer and eat cheeseburgers, and then I'll go, that was fun, but my stuff doesn't fit." And that's when Lambert goes hard on the exercise for a while, running and doing Pilates, to dial back the splurging a bit. But nothing gets in the way of Lambert's self-confidence, which she nurtures no matter what the scale might say.
There's no transformation here so much as just somebody who's just feeling really great and confident about herself.
Whenever a celebrity loses a significant amount of weight, fans inevitably want to know how they did it. While Miranda Lambert hasn't undergone such a weight loss journey, though she has had a stunning transformation, at some point she's worked to drop a little bit of weight when she feels inspired to do so. As for how she's done it before, there was no magic bullet or extreme measure that she took. Rather, she just leaned heavily on a super healthy default meal. She revealed to Women's Health, "I just literally would make grilled chicken breast, sweet potato salad. There was no miracle." According to Women's Health, liking vegetables wasn't something that Miranda Lambert did naturally. She shared, "I like broccoli with cheese and carrots with ranch dressing. It's just how I eat." However, as we all know, adding cheese and creamy dressings to a dish can also up the calorie count, something that's not ideal if you're trying to mind your intake. So when Lambert is looking to eat vegetables without adding the fun stuff, she makes sure to drink a glass of green juice at least once per day. Lambert has also been known to hop in the kitchen and fix a big pot of vegetable soup, as she's shown on her Instagram page. All of these are great ways to keep the veggies abundant in your diet. Miranda Lambert is just like the rest of us when it comes to temptation. For example, she shared on Instagram in 2015 that she was totally excited about chowing down on a Fruit Loop snack bar she discovered backstage. And on another occasion, Lambert celebrated when a tub of double bubble gum and other candies were waiting for her on her tour bus. But there came a day when Lambert's approach towards snacking became decidedly healthier, thanks to her life on the road. She explained in an interview with Good Housekeeping, "I live on a bus. You're just sitting there all day and you start getting snacky. I don't keep chips because I'll eat them all." Rather than do that, Lambert will reach for carrots and a low-fat dip or a serving of nuts and a piece of turkey. She might also opt for, quote, almonds and bananas, as noted by Self. Miranda Lambert has a well-documented love affair with Cheetos, and we think that's amazing. In 2014, Lambert told Glamour that she's a, quote, Cheetos girl. She also proclaimed to Us Weekly, "There's still nothing I love more than a bag of Cheetos." However, when Lambert reinvented her snack habits, she shared that abstaining from the cheesy snack has helped with her weight loss. She revealed after winning one of her many CMAs in 2013, "I didn't give up really a lot, just Cheetos mostly." But did Lambert give up Cheetos for good? We suspect that she hasn't. Why? Well, in a 2015 post on her Instagram page, Lambert shared a gift basket that her mother had given her, which included a bag of Cheetos. Then in 2018, Lambert posted a cute snap of her dog getting into a bag of the crunchy snacks. In addition to living on a subsistence farm from the time that she was 10 years old, which influenced her culinary habits, Miranda Lambert also learned from her mother's example. She revealed in a chat with Southern Living, "We have cooked together as far back as she could bring a stool to the kitchen counter." As for the best thing that Lambert's mother made for the family, it's as American as you might expect. Miranda said, "My favorite dish that my mom makes is her famous meatloaf. It's been the choice birthday dish for me and my brother since we were little." Luckily for fans, Lambert has even shared her mom's meatloaf recipe. Lambert told Taste of Home that her father's chicken fried venison evokes a similar nostalgia. In fact, Lambert served venison she hunted herself to wedding guests when she married Blake Shelton. Miranda Lambert is also a fan of frozen treats. She recalled in an Instagram post, "I grew up on a dirt road in East Texas. The closest thing we had to an ice cream truck was Mom's homemade Kool-Aid freezer pops. Sometimes after school, we got a Dairy Queen Blizzard." Fast forward to adulthood, and Lambert is still very much a fan of frozen treats. In fact, it's something that brings her a great deal of joy and carefree feelings. She said, "Yesterday, while hanging out with my NY fam, a truck stopped by for all the kids. I picked a rainbow snow cone." Lambert added that she doesn't enjoy, quote, adulting, so whenever she's able to chase an ice cream truck and get a tasty frozen treat, she's 100% happy about it. Carefree nostalgia aside, there's one very adult thing about Lambert's diet. She told Us Weekly, "Don't talk to me before I have coffee. Period." If there's a good way to sum up Miranda Lambert's diet, it's that she takes everything in moderation, including moderation. To that end, if you were to invite Lambert over for some wine and charcuterie, there's a good chance she'd take you up on the offer. She explained in a chat with Health, "These days, I just try to feel good about myself and know that I'm trying. And if there's wine and cheese, sometimes I have it." Lambert has shared her appreciation of wine more than once on social media. For one, she posted a pretty snap of herself on Instagram in 2020 enjoying some wine on the set of a video shoot. Lambert also explained in another post that a little bit of wine was helping her adjust to life in early quarantine, courtesy of a gift basket her mom had sent her. The caption read, "It contains some wine, freshly canned salsa, apple butter, Papa's barbecue sauce, and a note on napkin." While Miranda Lambert has certainly put in the work to make sure she lives a healthy lifestyle, that doesn't mean she lives solely on green juice, lean protein, and carrot sticks. In fact, given that she's been a touring musician for many years, which comes with a certain lifestyle, the role that alcohol plays in Lambert's life is important. She revealed after winning a CMA, "I didn't give up drinking. I refuse." That being said, Lambert has found a way to keep her alcohol consumption as healthy as possible. For one, she's been vocal about her appreciation for wine, which, according to Mayo Clinic, may come with its own set of health benefits. And consider also the Miranda Rita, one of Lambert's favorite DIY cocktails. She told Good Housekeeping, "It's Bacardi Light with Crystal Light Raspberry Lemonade and a splash of Sprite Zero. Low calorie, low sodium, no carbs, no caffeine. It's practically a health drink." When you think of Southern cooking, what pops to mind? Perhaps you think of a big plate of soul food, or imagine a nice serving of shrimp and grits. However, what you might not have imagined initially is Mexican food, which is near and dear to Miranda Lambert's heart. After all, it's what she likes to eat on holidays, as noted by a post on her Instagram page. She explained in an interview with Southern Living, "We are from Texas, where Mexican food is a staple weekly dish for most families. Mom's enchiladas would stand up against anybody's." That's why Lambert is committed to mastering this family recipe, which sounds like a delicious endeavor. She said, "I'm going to keep working on it though. The worst enchiladas are wonderful, and I love the research." If you've ever been on a long road trip in the United States, you probably know that there are vast swaths of land where the food options aren't as diverse as you'd hope. Specifically, in some regions, you'll find that fast food restaurants are the primary dining option. Think McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and Sonic, to name a few. And those aren't exactly the healthiest restaurants, as noted by Healthline. That's why Miranda Lambert came up with a strategy to stay healthy while on her long tours throughout the country. She revealed in a chat with Shape, "We eat a lot of fast food when we're traveling, but these days, almost every restaurant has an alternative to that cheeseburger. I just have to remember to order it."
Welcome to Burger King.
5 garden fresh salads, please.
Good choice.
Do you have a garden fresh salad?
Absolutely.
Give it to me, baby.
Remember life before the coronavirus pandemic? Concerts were still a thing. Having a big family Thanksgiving was a given. And the only people who wore face masks on the reg were doctors and nurses. Really, so much was different before life was upended by COVID-19. The same holds true for Miranda Lambert, whose life on the road and on stage was put on a long pause, as she shared on Instagram. Before everyone had to socially distance, Lambert took the time to make Sundays special, and she would slow cook a big pot of soup. She'd also fix herself a cocktail and bake a sheet of peanut butter cookies, as evidenced by another post she shared.
I think this is the best Kentucky Fried Chicken I ever had.
Fried chicken is a staple food in the American South. Its origins and evolution are certainly more complicated than that, but no one would dispute that fried chicken and the South are inextricably linked. Given that Miranda Lambert is a Southern gal through and through, she was born and raised in Texas according to biography, there's a good chance she enjoys eating fried chicken. In fact, fried food is integral to her nature, as she tells it. She told Southern Living, "Every good Southern woman should learn to change a tire, drive a tractor, and cook something fried. Those 3 things will empower you." If you needed further evidence that Lambert keeps fried chicken on the menu, Lambert's husband knows how to prepare the dish like a pro, which she shared on her Instagram page. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.